Alright, so we have the bezel-less 6-inch smartphone. I think it's 6-inch screen smartphone. There it is on the screen. So this is the box it's come in. It's all sealed around the edges, which I like that idea. You can see if anyone's been in it. It doesn't look like it's been opened and resealed, so let's crack this open and have a look. Alright, plenty of bubble wrap, and inside here we have more bubble wrap. Alright, so the phone itself is in its own box, and I believe this is probably a UK charger. Yeah, so a white UK charger with the Maze logo on it there. So input 100 to 240 volts, 50 to 60 hertz, 5 volts, 2000 milliamp hour. Or milliamps, sorry, power adapter, all printed on nicely. So it looks like it is made by the Maze manufacturer, not just a generic one. So here's the phone itself in its own box. Alright, quite a nice box, pretty standard for smartphones today. We've got some info on the bottom there, but we're going to slide this out the sleeve over. Okay, so the main box is here. It feels like it should slide out again, but I can't get it to. Oh, here we go. It opens up this way, and straight away we're presented with the phone itself. Quite large. I think that looks like air bubbles. There are air bubbles, but I'm presuming that is a. Wow, this is quite a large phone. It's pretty heavy too. Quite a good weight to it. It's a 4000 milliamp hour battery on it. Nice shiny surface on the back. Am I holding this upside down? I'm holding it upside down. Okay, I'm losing now. Which is the front, which is the back? Pretty sure this is the back. It's got the Maze logo there. Got some protective film over it. Nice shiny black back surface. I don't know if that's a dual camera. It might be. There's a lot of these Chinese phones are coming with dual cameras. I'm not sure what it's for, because it's not for 3D. I think it's for the bokeh background. Bokeh. Whatever. So there is that on the front here. At the top, we don't have anything. At the bottom, we have one button, and we have, which is also the fingerprint reader, and we also have a camera at the bottom. So the front selfie camera is at the bottom of the device. Seems to be getting more popular now with these Chinese models, which is fine by me. I never use it anyway. So there you go, it's quite large. Okay, that's the phone here next to my BlackBerry Priv, which is quite a large phone itself. I think that's 5.7 inch screen. Well, this thing's a 6-inch screen, so it's huge. The Priv kind of folds out there with the keyboard, so it looks bigger there. But yeah, this thing is definitely a monster. Let's take a quick look inside the packaging. Here we have a nice feeling case with paperwork inside, and we are left with the USB lead, which is the longer type USB. Oh, it's a USB-C. I thought it was micro USB. It's a USB type C cord, so that is nice there. And this, I think this hole was for the original adapter, which would probably be Chinese or European, and that's it, nothing else. No headphones with this, because this possibly doesn't have a headphones jack. Doesn't look like it does. Again, another feature that all phones are getting rid of. Oh, I'm wrong. There's a headphone jack, I think, at the top there. Looks like that might be a 3.5mm jack, but I can't be sure at this point. But there's no headphones that supplied with the phone. The side there we have what looks like a power button and volume up and down. The other side, nothing at all except for the SD card and SIM tray. Nothing else. The bottom you've got the USB-C port and speakers, and at the top again it must be the 3.5mm jack. Let's try that out and see if that is a 3.5mm jack. Yes, it is indeed a 3.5mm headphone jack. I've plugged my headphones into it. So yeah, we are. I didn't realize it had one of those. So that in my book is always a welcome bonus these days. It used to be a standard feature, but now it's just a bonus. Alright, so paperwork wise, we have a quick start guide, warranty certificate, and we have a screen protector. It's quite a tough one as well. It's quite thick, that is. That's nice. Also, we have a SIM tray puller outer tool. So let's turn this on and have a look. Okay, so I started it up. I have not signed into Android because this phone is going to be for my son. It's not for me, so I'm not going to sign into Google. So the first thing you notice is the size of the screen. There is a slight bezel. It's like about 5mm from the end. It's hard to film this. There's a large area at the bottom where a lot of the tech is behind, and the camera's at the bottom. And around the screen there's a 5mm bezel, which you can't touch. It's behind the glass, so that's nice. So the glass goes to the edge of the screen, but the screen stops about 5mm before the end. But it looks nice. Even at the top, it's the same all the way along. At the top there's nothing at all except for the earpiece speaker when you're talking on the phone. Other than that, it's just a thin bezel going all the way around. The 2.5 GHz processor, this thing is lightning quick, plus 4 GB of RAM. So you could do this all day and there is absolutely no lag whatsoever. Look at that. It's really responsive. So you've got all your normal Android Nugget settings. Everything you're used to seeing is there. There's no really any extras. You've got the lock features there. You can set up your fingerprint scanner, which I haven't done yet because it's not for me. Change your wallpaper, blah blah blah. Add email accounts. It's all the normal kind of settings. You've got the hotspot. Where is it? Or hot not rather, which is similar. Apparently, it works similarly to NFC. This phone doesn't have NFC, but it allows data exchange when screen touches another device. Hot not. This function may be affected during USB charging. You cannot use this to use mobile payments, but you can use it to exchange data between phones. Other than that, everything's pretty standard. This is literally a bare bones Android Nugget. There's no extras in it. One of the first things I noticed is there is no app tray button at the bottom, and there's no way of getting it either. There's just no options, and there's no options even to put icons on the screen because there's no app tray to get them from. All your downloaded apps will appear on the desktop screen itself, so you can't put them away. You've only got options for widgets, wallpapers and settings. So that I don't like. I prefer to have an app tray that I can keep apps in without having to have them on the home screen. There's app trays you can download from Google Store that will probably do this, so we look into do that straight away as soon as I've signed into Google. Camera is responsive and quick. It's not the best camera, but it is pretty decent for the price. If you look at that, it actually looks good on the screen. I'll take a shot there, and you see it's nice and quick. It's got touch focusing as you would expect. Whoa, that's quite loud. Whoops, I'm taking pictures with the volume down key. And also the volume up key. Alright, so I can't turn the volume down while the camera's on. You've got a couple of features down here. Face beauty, blur, that's quite a cool one. Will emulate blur on the screen, as you can see there, and you can also just decide where you want to be in focus, and you get the amount of blur as well. You can open and close the virtual iris. Let's take a shot there. So it's quite a cool feature. Got mono, which basically makes it black and white. Got the panorama. And you've also got Pro, which lets you adjust all the settings along these sliders here. You can bring up the exposure, the ISO, aperture. Video is 1080. There's no going above that. I've taken some shots outside, so I'll put them on the screen so you can see the quality of the video and the photos. If you're in photo mode, you can go at the top here to the 3 buttons and turn on HDR, which basically gives a bit higher dynamic range. I'll do a test shot there. We'll check that out. Don't expect much from that though. I don't expect much from the camera in general. I'm not a big camera user on cell phones, so it doesn't bother me. If it does bother you, then this isn't the best camera. So the back of the device there is where the camera is, and it's I believe that's all glass as well. It's black glass, so be careful not to drop this device. So you've got a dual camera at the back there. One's 13 megapixel and the other is 5. They try and achieve a better bokeh effect by having the 2 cameras, but I can't say that actually works. got the flash next to it, and that's it for the back. You've got the logo at the bottom. It looks nice and simplistic. Let's take the screen protector off the front. The screen protector that comes with it is literally just packaging. There's a screen protector that comes in the box with it for protecting the screen. So from first impressions, the phone is looking very nice, especially with the screen on it. You see how large this thing is. The button at the bottom is not actually a button, it's a touch button. You can feel the vibration when you touch it. One tap will make you go back once, and if you hold it down, it brings you to your home page. So it gets rid of the back buttons that are often touch buttons that are next to it. This just does it all in one. Bottom navigation panel there, you can hide it, so you can get rid of it. If you want it back, you can just swipe up, and there it is. So other than that, I mean, it's all about what you do with it, whether it's suited for yourself. This is, I think, aimed at gamers and video watchers, because the screen is just suited for that all over. The camera being at the bottom there is a bit different, but I think you'll get used to it. When you turn it on, you just turn the phone upside down and hold it upside down. So all in all, good device. For the price, it is a remarkable device, to be honest. 2.5 gig processor and 4 gig of RAM with a 4000 milliamp hour battery. You can't really go wrong for the price. So hopefully it'll last. If there's any updates, I will put that below the video.